Getting your puppy to sleep and be clean throughout the night is a big milestone for all owners. Sleep deprivation is no good for anyone, puppy or human. I'm Jon, Pooch and Mutt's expert trainer, and here's a few tips to a great nighttime routine to ensure you all sleep soundly. The first thing you need to do is set up a routine that will help your puppy stay clean and not be disturbed by bowel pressure. This routine doesn't start last thing at night. We need to be preparing a couple of hours before bed. The last meal of the day for puppy needs to be at least 2 hours before bedtime. This gives puppy a chance to have an empty bowel overnight. If you want to do some training in the evening after work, then consider using a toy instead of food. Restrict access to water an hour before bedtime. It doesn't help if the puppy is guzzling water just before bed. Puppies can guzzle water after dry food, so try soaking the kibble in water for a bit before feeding. We need to make sure that our puppy is empty before going to bed. A longer term strategy is to teach them to go to the toilet. In the short term, the following will encourage your puppy to poo. Physical activity will not only wear your puppy out, but also have them ready to go to the toilet afterwards. Have a run around the garden, get the puppy to chase you. Do this in short bursts and allow your puppy to slow and have a sniff, hopefully leading to some toilet action. Puppies can be easily distracted. They're just about to poop, hear a noise, and they're off to investigate, which leaves you back to square one, waiting. You can try putting the puppy on a training lead and walk it around in circles. Stop randomly. Puppies like to sniff when they stop. The combined action of moving and sniffing may trigger some activity in the bowel department. As best you can, make sure that you know your puppy's bowels are empty before bedtime. That way you know any crying is for attention rather than discomfort. After a few days, you'll have a better idea of how much and when your puppy needs to go. Some puppies need a double poo, so be patient. Better to spend the time now than be disturbed in the middle of the night. Keep the routine the same. Make sure puppy has a comfortable and ambient place to sleep, preferably a crate or pen. It may help if you put a blanket over the crate or part of the pen. This works for some puppies as well as budgies. Puppies cry. It's their job, and the noise is designed to get a response. Be strong and ignore it. This is a really hard thing to do, and I know a lot of people struggle emotionally to simply leave this cute bundle of fur alone, especially if it is crying. But the puppy needs to learn to self-soothe and go to sleep on their own. It's easier said than done, I know, but think long term. Most puppies will give up and settle down in the first hour, and that will get better incrementally. Try to avoid going downstairs to keep checking on them, even if they're crying. As long as they've been fed, watered, and had a chance to go to the toilet, they'll be fine. You don't need to set an alarm to go and let your puppy out in the middle of the night. Your puppy will let you know if they need the toilet at night. You can use a baby monitor if that gives you peace of mind. It's better that your puppy gradually learns to hold their bowels through the night than learn that they can fetch you downstairs when and when they want. However, if you need to get up and let your puppy out to the toilet at night, make sure that it's all business, no cuddles, love, affection or play. Toilet and back to bed for both of you. Having your puppy sleep with you is not healthy. Your puppy needs to learn to cope on their own overnight. At some point, it may have to stay at the vet's, kennels, or a doggy hotel. Your puppy will be happier and more robust if they're used to being alone. Separation anxiety and dependency issues are one of the most common behavioural problems in puppies and dogs. Don't sleep downstairs with your puppy either. This isn't a process that will gradually help the puppy get used to being on their own. It will actually just prolong the time it takes. So cut the umbilical cord and leave the puppy to self-soothe. In the morning, you need to let your puppy straight out to the toilet. It's a useful tip to make sure the crate or pen is near the door to that area. Those extra yards might be the difference between having a coffee or cleaning up puppy pee.